Chris in second grade. It's Mrs. Partipillo. Here's another great music lesson for you. I'm so excited to see you here. I miss you, and I hope you're excited for a great lesson today. To get started today, we're actually going to do a book. I'm going to have you help me read the book. But in order to read this book, we need to learn the different sounds that are part of our book. It's actually quite fun. See all the bright colored posters behind me? All of those posters are the different sounds we're going to practice to help read the book. The book is called Crocodile Beat, and there's a lot of different animals in the book, and these animals say all the different sounds that we're going to get to do. To start, our first sound is up here in the corner, and you're going to say zzz, 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 zzz 4 times. Go ahead, let's try it together. Zzz, 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 zzz. Good. Moving on to the next sound. Here it is. It's a duck sound. Quack, quack, quackity, splash. So it's like the duck is jumping into the water with that last sound. Let's do it again. Quack, quack, quackity, splash. Nice. Here's our green poster. This animal in the story is an elephant. And elephants are big, aren't they? So we're going to be making a boom sound as the elephants move. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. Again. Boom, 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 boom. Nice job. The pink poster is the sound of monkeys in our story. And the monkeys say, chitter, chatter, eek! Again. Chitter, chatter, eek! Nice. Okay, let's move on. This swish sound is some birds that are soaring through the air. So we're going to make the swish sound 4 times. Swoosh, swish, swish, swish. Nice. Let's try it again. Swish, 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 swish. And it's so much more fun if you use your body to help make these sounds too. The next poster is actually the sound of lions. And it's not just lions, it's actually one very ferocious lion. And he says roar, 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 roar 4 times. And we get louder, or we crescendo through the sound of roar. Roar, 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 roar. I'm going to move the camera for just a bit so that we can see the last poster. The last poster is a growl right here, way over on this side. Growl, 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 growl. And it's a bear in the book. Let's hear it again. Growl, 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 growl. And you get louder as you go through those sounds. Fun. Here's the snake sound. Can you see the sound? Hiss. Let's practice it 4 times. Hiss, 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 hiss. Good. The next sound, you have to take your hands because it's the crocodile shutting his jaws. Snap. Again. Snap. Good. And the last thing we tell the alligator? Bye-bye. Let's see if we can help the story as we tell all of these sounds. Let's go quickly through. Ready? Zzz, 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 zzz. Quack, quack, quackity, splash. Boom, 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 boom. Chitter, chatter, eek. Swish, 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 swish. Roar, 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 roar. Growl, 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 growl. Hiss, 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 hiss. Snap. Bye-bye. Okay, here's the story. You know the sounds. Crocodile Beat by Gail Jorgensen and Patricia Mullins. Down by the river in the heat of the day, the crocodile sleeps and awaits his prey. Zzz, zzz, zzz. quacking and splashing about. Quack, quack, quackity, splash! Elephant's feet are thumping the ground. Boom, 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 boom! Monkeys screech and chatter away. Chitter, chatter, chitter, chatter, chitter, chatter, eek! Birds swoop down to the river to play. Swish, 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 swish! There's the lion. Hey, said the lion, I'm the king. I'd be proud to come and sing. Roar, 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 roar. The birds are clapping and the bears are clapping and dancing around. And now they're making their own special sound. Whoops, book's a little tired. Growl, growl, growl. Wow, said Snake. What a din. Sounds like fun. Let me join in. Hiss, 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 hiss. Ducks and elephants, monkeys, birds, lions, snake, and bears. My word! Dancing and playing and stomping their feet. King Lion on his red throne leads the beat. Ah, said Croc, who wakes with a grin. Looks like dinner is here again. Oh no, what's going to happen to the animals? Watch out, animals! Mean Croc's about. Careful, he'll eat you. Without a doubt. Watch out. Here he comes with a glint in his eye. Snap! Uh-oh, what happened? Oh dear, look at the lion! He put his chair inside the mouth of the crocodile. Bye-bye. The animals were able to outsmart that crocodile, weren't they? All of those sounds you made earlier was music. You might not have thought of it as being music, maybe just more like sound effects, but yes, you were making music with all those sounds you made. Now, with all of those sounds that we just practiced, we used dynamics, didn't we? Some of the sounds we did were soft. Some of the sounds we did were louder. Right here on the board, I have the word dynamics. Remember, in music, dynamics is how loud or soft the music is. Well, we have 4 different dynamics up here on the board, and we're going to practice those. 2 P's together is pianissimo. That's very, very soft. 1 P means piano in music, which is soft. F stands for forte in music. And then 2 F's is fortissimo, or very loud in music. If you need to pause the video, that's perfectly fine. What I need you to do right now is to get your egg shaker that we created in last week's music video. I hope you didn't lose it. If you did happen to lose it, then you can find something that makes sound and practice this with me. Maybe it's a container that has something else in it, like maybe some dried beans, or like my niece and nephew, they had to use steel cut oats for their egg shakers. But what I need you to do is find something that makes sound that you can shake. Or if you don't have something that shakes, you could even get a pot or a pan and a plastic spoon maybe, and make some sounds with us today, because we're going to be practice these rhythms. Hopefully you've got your egg shaker, because this will work the best out of everything that I've mentioned so far. Okay, hopefully you've got your materials. Let's get started. So pianissimo, like I mentioned, very soft. Let's practice very soft. Pianissimo. Piano is soft. Moving on to forte. And then fortissimo. So we need to give it more force when we're using a higher dynamic with our egg shaker. Less force, less sound. So let's practice. Just think about that. How much do you have to use your arm to get that sound? Now a little louder. Now forte. We have to use quite a bit of force on our hands, don't we? And fortissimo. Good, a lot of effort there. Okay, let's practice 2 more dynamics. These are dynamics that are changing, that tell us to do something from where we're at. This first one, crescendo, shows a small point at the end getting to a larger opening. Do you see that? And that's telling you to start soft and gradually get louder. So let's practice a crescendo. We're going to start soft and gradually get louder. I'm going to practice without talking now. Good. Can you do that crescendo with me? Yes. And let's do the opposite. The opposite is a decrescendo. So we're going to start loud and get softer as we go. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? Let's read all of the dynamics together, and then we'll practice them once more. Pianissimo, piano, forte, fortissimo, crescendo, decrescendo. Okay, I will say the dynamic and you respond with your egg shaker. Pianissimo, piano, forte, fortissimo, crescendo, and decrescendo. Yeah, nice job. This egg shaker is also going to be used when we practice some rhythms. The rhythms we're going to practice are right here, and we've got lots of notes and rests to go through. But I think it's best if we actually look at tempo first. Tempo is another music word. Tempo is the speed of sound. So in music, you might recall where there's times where you hear a song that is very slow. And that's a tempo. Being slow in music is a tempo. And this word largo right here, is a tempo word. If you were to see the word largo in music, you would think of slow. So let's practice our egg shaker going largo. If you were playing your egg shaker moderato, it would be a little faster. It's a medium speed, a moderate speed. So let's practice moderato with our egg shaker. Not slow and not fast. It's right in between. Presto is a word for very fast. Maybe you remember the pictures I showed you of these tempos. A presto was a cheetah. So think about a cheetah running very, very fast. Ready? Let's go presto. And the last word I want us to hear about is accelerando. Accelerando means to go from slow and gradually speed up. Accelerate. Maybe you've heard of that with a car or a truck. When you press the gas pedal, that will accelerate your vehicle, like accelerando. You're going faster gradually. Ready? Let's practice accelerando. That's fun. Let's go slow, then medium, and then fast with accelerando. Slow, a little faster, a little faster, faster, super fast. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? Accelerando. Okay, with all of those words with tempo and dynamics, you're going to have a homework assignment called Be a Music Detective. And this page is going to go home with you. And the top part talks about tempo. It says tempo is the speed of the sound. Can you find things in your house that match these tempos? So the first word is largo. You need to find something that goes slow in your house. Then moderato, find something that goes a medium speed in your house. Presto, what's something that's fast in your house? And then accelerando, gradually getting faster. Something that starts slow and then speeds up as you go. Maybe you can think of some things that are around your house that make sound. Or maybe you're even thinking of something around your house that is a machine. Like a clock. Think about a clock when it's ticking. Does that seem to be a slow thing? A moderato, medium speed, or an allegro, a fast thing? And you could put it in one of those boxes if you're thinking of a clock. Maybe you have a pet you could think of. Perhaps you can think of a machine, like a blender. What speed would a blender be, do you think? All right, well, have fun being a detective looking for those around your house. The bottom says dynamics scavenger hunt. Dynamics is the volume of the sound. So how much? Is there a little bit of sound or a lot? You're supposed to find things around your house that match these dynamics. Pianissimo, piano, forte, and fortissimo. And something that gradually gets louder, and something that gradually gets softer. And then on these empty boxes is where you put an example of these things that you can find in your house. Good luck! I think that's going to be quite fun. I think you'll be able to find lots of things that make music and you didn't even realize it, right? Okay, well, the next thing we're going to do is get back that egg shaker. And we've got some rhythms to practice today. Before we do the rhythms, we need to review what the notes and the rests are before we can actually do this. Remember, quarter note is a grape. We say grape, one count, grape. Quarter rest is one. Half note is an apple. Let's practice. Apple. Good. Half rest, we do two shh. Two counts, just like the apple is apple. The half rest is 1, 2, okay? Whole note, remember the fruit name for the whole note? It looks like a donut, remember? Watermelon, watermelon. 4 counts, let's practice. Watermelon, there you go. And the whole rest is just like the whole note, but it's 4 counts of shh, 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 shh. That's it. Okay. Let's go ahead and practice this rhythm. We are in 4/4 time, and you might remember 4/4 time means 4 beats per measure. So this is a measure right here, a bar line to a bar line. And the bottom 4 tells me that the quarter note, this note, gets 1 beat. Okay. Let's practice our rhythm. I'll count you off. We'll say note names as we go. or not note names, fruit names. 1, 2, ready, go. Watermelon, grape, grape, apple, grape, grape, apple. Yeah, did you notice? Remember, the whole rest hangs from the bar. It's really strong. It's 4 counts for that whole rest. The half rest looks like a hat. It sits on the bar, so it's only 2 counts. Let's try this rhythm again. Note names and fruit names again. 1, 2, ready, go. Watermelon, grape, grape, apple, grape, grape, apple. Good. I almost got tricked right there. That's kind of tricky, isn't it? This time, we're going to just say the counts as we go. Be sure to be quiet when it's the rest, though. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 3, 4. That was tricky. Let's do that again. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 3, 4. And that's the end. Good job. First and second graders, we're going to go ahead and practice this joyful Eastertide. So this joyful Eastertide, you were given this page last week in your music. We need to get it out again because today we're going to do verse 2. Okay, verse 2. Now, with verse 1, we've already done the first verse. We worked on that last week, so we're just going to review verse 1. But then we are going to move on to verse 2. So let's practice verse 1 as our warm-up. Remember, there's 3 verses, and we sing the refrain all 3 times as well. Verse 1. This joyful Eastertide, away with sin and sorrow, my love the crucified has sprung to life this morrow. Had Christ who once was slain not burst his 3-day prison, our faith had been in vain, but now has Christ arisen, 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 but now has Christ arisen. Good. Let's do it once with the actions that I taught you last week. This joyful Eastertide, away with sin and sorrow, my love the crucified has sprung to life this morrow. Had Christ who once was slain not burst his 3-day prison, our faith had been in vain, but now has Christ arisen, 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 but now has Christ arisen. Good. Verse 2, death's flood has lost its chill. Let's try that together. Death's flood has lost its chill since Jesus crossed the river. Lover of souls from ill, my passing soul deliver. Had Christ who once was slain not burst his 3-day prison, our faith had been in vain. But now has Christ arisen, arisen, arisen. But now has Christ arisen. Let's go back to verse 2 and try that again. Death's flood has lost its chill since Jesus crossed the river. Lover of souls from ill, my passing soul deliver. Let's try just that verse again. Death's flood has lost its chill since Jesus crossed the river. Lover of souls from ill, my passing soul deliver. Had Christ who once was slain not burst his 3-day prison, our faith had been in vain. But now has Christ arisen, arisen, arisen. But now has Christ arisen. Good. Let's sing it with the piano this time. Verse 2. Death's flood has lost its chill since Jesus crossed the river. Lover of souls from ill, my passing soul deliver. Had Christ who once was slain not burst his 3-day prison, our faith had been in vain. But now has Christ arisen, arisen, arisen. But now has Christ arisen. Good job, first and second grade. We will keep working on that next week, so don't lose it. I have one more song for us to practice singing, and then we will end with something very fun today. The song goes like this. Do you know who died for me? Let me say that again. Jesus did. Jesus did. Do you know who died for me? Yes, he really did. The second verse, instead of do you know who died? Do you know who rose for me? And then we say Jesus did. Jesus did. Lovingly he rose for me. Yes, he really did. The third verse, do you know who lives? Yes, Jesus lives. He is with us today, isn't he? Do you know who lives for me? Jesus does. Jesus does. Do you know who lives for me? Yes, he really does. Do you know who cares for me is the last verse. Jesus does. Jesus does. Lovingly, he cares for me. Yes, he really does. Let's try that song. Ready? Get out your crosses for Do You Know Who Died? Do you know who died for me? Jesus did. Jesus did. Lovingly he died for me. Yes, he really did. Do you know who rose? Do you know who rose for me? Jesus did. Jesus did. Lovingly he rose for me. Yes, he really did. Do you know who lives? Do you know who lives for me? Jesus does. Jesus does. Lovingly he lives for me. Yes, he really does. And the last verse, do you know who cares for me? Do you know who cares for me? Jesus does. Jesus does. Lovingly he cares for me. Yes, he really nice first and second grade. Okay, I'm going to pause the video so I can move the camera. You need to get up, get ready to do some dancing. We're going to do that freeze dance. I know you, Quinn, you're loving this freeze dance. All of you first and second graders really do too. So here we go. I'm going to pause and we'll come right back to do that dance to finish today. Ready? Time to do that freeze dance. Dance, dance however you want. Show your mom and dad how this works. Oh yeah. Here we go. Hope you're having fun! Oh yeah! Freeze! Now you can hop, you can bop, you can flip, and you can pop, you can rock and roll the sliding knees. And you can bump and you can hustle, but don't ever move a muscle when you hear the music coming to the freeze. Hope you got some good moves today. Now you can hop and you can bop, you can flip and you can flop, you can rock and roll the sliding knees. And you can bump and you can hustle, but don't ever move a muscle when you hear the music coming to the freeze. Now here's a game that's kind of neat. Oh yeah. Just get your body in the beat. But when you hear the music quit, I wish you were dancing here with me. It's so much more fun with you. You can dance any way you please. But listen closely for the freeze. Oh yeah! Woohoo! Bye, first and second grade. I'll see you all next week. Have a great day.